we're handing back. Such is the unwritten agreement that exists between Whitehall and Peking to preserve the status quo of the colony. You might wonder why no illegal immigrants from communist China are granted political asylum in Hong Kong. The official answer is, to date, no one has asked for it.
They say she's going to hospital. She's going, whether she likes it or not.
They've got to get the girl to hospital quickly, but there's no woman police constable present, and the ambulance men are afraid to touch her. They think she might accuse them of indecent assault.
Oh, come on, let's take her. Let's take her.
But they arranged for the two women PC to...
No, why wait? Pick her up and take her. They got a stretcher. You got a stretcher? You got a stretcher? Throw over your shoulder.
Is it indecent assault?
It's not. It's not indecent assault. No way. It's not. It can't be indecent assault.
All right, I think...
Hang on, she's being bloody sick. Yes, I'll take the bloody responsibility. Just hold that. Come on.
There are well over 500 suicides a year in Hong Kong. Maybe Inspector Brown's no-nonsense action saved this girl from becoming one more digit in the official statistic.
The last thing I ever imagined myself being was a police officer. I spent 5 years at university where the feeling was genuinely anti-police. And I picked this attitude up. And for me to be a police officer was the furthest thing from my mind. And here I am. Okay, Bob? Yeah, let's go. Let's resume. We're just causing more crowd than we're curing. It's hot. It's sticky. Thunderstorms in the area, but no rain. Coming up towards the end of the month, money's a bit short, tempers are even shorter. All it wants is the wrong word, the wrong look, and there's a fight. As I said, a weapon to hand, there's no longer a fight, there's a homicide. Or a serious wounding. And later, when we take a ride around and you see the social situation where these people live, in these little boxes, one on top of the other, thousands upon thousands of them, you can understand why tempers do get raised.
An hour later at 9, there's another call.
Fighting and person injured, Chantal Street. Man has an argument in a pub back home, he'd probably pick up a bottle and throw it. Here he picks up a meat cleaver and starts to swing that. The streets are crowded, the pavements are crowded, somebody else always gets injured as well. You get a phone call, oh, there's a disturbance in a block of flats, man arguing with his wife. You turn up, the man's gone crazy, and he's chopped his wife and his kids to pieces. A lot can happen between the time you get the phone call and your arrival at the scene.
So this cunt fighting, Steve, we're standing here, mate. Battle broke out outside, we managed to grab one and the rest are fucked off. Just common fighting.
Fighting?
He beat the shit out of one bloke. He managed to get this bloke, the rest
You're a witness?
Oh, the three of us, we stopped him, yeah. We stopped him.
Okay, Gus. Got the handcuffs? Yeah. Fighting.
This time there were no knives or choppers, it was strictly kung fu. Probably because 3 off-duty policemen were right on the spot when the fight broke out.
Just straight fight. There's kicking hell off one bloke. It's off. Just a straight
No
fight.
victim?
No, we never got him either. He buggered off. But it's obviously started round the corner, and we just caught him as a committee view. He ran out and said he buggered off. Don and I managed to grab this bugger.
Gus, were these the two? Were these involved?
I don't know, Stephen. I don't know. They may be.
We'll take him back. Look. We'll take him back.
Sometimes you feel like getting hold of somebody and bashing them up against the wall. You can't do it. Wherever you go in Hong Kong, inside buildings, outside, you're in the public eye. People are watching. And you put a foot wrong, and it's going to be reported every time. If something happens, one man stops, and 1,000 men are there. An instant crowd walking up and down the pavement all the time.
49 Roger, we'll see you there. Out. It was just one of those lucky cases where there happens to be a couple of police officers in the right place at the right time, and the fight moved past them on the pavement.
Next day, another call to a fight. This time a weapon has been used. All we've got to do is find the place.
Way down here.
This is one of the aggravations of the job, not being able to find where the incidents are occurring, and having most of the street names, most of the business premises all labelled in Chinese. You've got to rely on your NCOs to be able to tell you where these things are.
No problem. Nothing. False report, somebody's having us over. Somebody's playing at silly sods. The ambulance has turned up now. It is there. Oh, we have got a real one. It is a real one. Down here where all the crowd is. Look, picked up a knife from the cook food stall. Sod you, stabbed him in the arm, and he's run off with a knife. But that's what I mean about tempers going. Sergeant! Let's get these people off the street.
Every street's got a cooked food stall. Some streets are jam-packed full of them. Each one's got kitchen implements, meat cleavers, beef knives, all razor sharp.
He got it in the arm. If he'd have turned round. 49 Roger.
We usually bank on between about 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock in the morning being quiet. But 2 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock in the morning, this is when the bodies are found in the streets. Woundings, people, street sleepers, especially during winter, dying of exposure. There's no real quiet time. There's no real time where you can say, well, nothing's going to happen.
At 6 o'clock in the evening, everybody jumped. It's a matter of life and death. An insane man's gone totally berserk and attacked some people in a flat.
Getting to the scene is a big thing. A big kick out of sirens and blue lights. It's the small boy that lives inside everybody, I think. This is what it's all about. The same as driving a train or being a fireman. The noise, the sounds, the excitement. Being first on the scene, nobody can tell you what it's going to be until you get there. And you've got a matter of seconds to decide what to do. And you've got to do it right first time. There's no action replay.
Just press all of them. Press all of them. Okay, guard on the door. Close these doors. Close those doors.
The police really don't know what to expect, but they're armed with guns, batons, and CS gas, known as mace.
Come on. Come on. Dude, go on. Come on. Hey. Come on. Give me that. Mine. I'm going to get these knackers. Hang on. Hey. Who's got a mace? Chemical mace? Sergeant! Mace! Come on, Macy! Get the fuck out of it, you little gobshite. Get out of it! Get on the button! Give me the mace! Give me the mace! Macey! No, no, he'll turn violent on you, man. He'll turn violent. Look. He'll turn nasty on you. Come
on, Dalo.
Come.
I know.
Come. Hey, cake on. Hey, cake on. That's it, mates. Oh, bloody brain him, man.
Come on, Dalo.
He's got to be subdued, man. No! Got him! Who'd you down him? Down him, come on! Get him down! On the floor! Sing it! Get him down! Come on! Get him down! Come on! Down on the floor! Down there!
Okay, bring his face up.
We got it! We got it! Fucking hand down! Tie his feet together, tie his feet.
Hold it.
It's all right.
He's okay, yeah.
You're taking...
He's got chemical mace, CS smoke in the face.
Right.
Okay. He's got lanyards and belts, bandages and all sorts, right? And 4 pairs of handcuffs. And the thing is, he's joking. He's got his eyes way down. They're not tipped back in his head, he's not unconscious. Yeah, he's awake. Be careful. Don't take all of them. Just take this off. And that one. Let's go.
With hindsight, now I'd tackle it differently, very differently. I would have cleared the room of most of the people. Perhaps had 4 police officers there. First thing, strange enough, is take off the caps. This makes you more human. And then just sat there. He might have quietened down. That's dealing with the scene at the time. I now know that it wouldn't have quietened down. There's only one way to get him down, that was to go up and get him out. The use of the mace, the chemical mace, we do have an order that it's not to be used on insane people.
That's the tear gas.
Yeah. It merely enrages them. It doesn't knock them out or anything. It's not a knockout drop. And the tear gas tends to make them enraged. But he'd lost vision. And all he could do was rampage blindly, which gave us a major advantage. And as you saw, once the gas was in his face, it was all over very quickly.
The tropical depression over the South China Sea was centered about 245 nautical miles south-southwest of Hong Kong.
The typhoon's heading for Hong Kong.
At 7 knots towards the South China coast. Winds over Hong Kong are now generally fresh to strong. Gusts of 50 knots have been recorded at Tate's Cairn and 41 knots at Hong Kong Airport. You are advised not to delay in taking all precautions to protect your home or property. Make sure now that all loose objects are secure. Porch furniture, flower pots and other objects likely to be blown away should be taken indoors. Check again and make sure all windows and doors can be securely locked. The forecast for tonight and tomorrow, it will be cloudy with showers which will be heavy and squally at times.
Policeman's best friend. Heavy rain. Nobody's prepared to do a robbery or a burglary or whatever. To get away, you've got to walk in the rain. And human beings just don't like walking in the rain. It's a robbery. It's puddling on the roads, and especially something like that, you'll aquaplane. Oh, this is an old favourite spot. Okay. It's a burglary. It's not a robbery, it's a burglary.
There are times when I feel like crying at the scene. We had one old woman that had been kicked out of her house by her son. She was, what, 80-odd years old, 2 days before Chinese New Year, which is the big family reunion with the Chinese, and she'd been kicked out. So she tried to commit suicide on a staircase, and all she could do was apologise for causing trouble to us. She was so sorry that she'd caused all this trouble for the police officers.
Somebody turn the tap off. Okay. Land base. Ah, I'm sorry. Ahoy! Going back to base now. Cheerio. And that was it. Came and went again. Yeah. Look, it's pissing down over there. It's not raining here at all.
The weather improved. Only the tail of the typhoon hit the town. 10 o'clock at night.
It's a bomb threat. This is the 11th now in 2 weeks.
Hello. Get the band to stop and then announce that we're going to clear the place. You're going to do that? Yeah. Yeah, we're going to get everybody out, please. Slowly, peacefully, using that exit, and it. Sarge, you take that side, I'll take this side. Pardon? 13 minutes.
One or two things that's happened. I reckon it'll be a false one. Somebody inside can't afford to pay his bill. He's gone to the phone 999, made an anonymous bomb threat, and we've cleared the place as he knew we would, and he's shot off and away. Free night. Or somebody has got something in for the manager, and he's thought, sod it, we'll phone up, get everybody out, and half the people will leave without paying their bills.
I don't want.
It was a hoax, but the police were of some use. A girl bombed out of her mind's been causing trouble. They asked her to accompany them to the police station.
She's probably some ballroom girl, which is a polite name for a multitude of professions. Bombed out of her mind on something. She's taken drugs, whatever, we don't know. And she was causing trouble. She's not in her right mind. She might be sent for medical treatment if she gets a bit worse. It's a bad news place. 9 stories of brothels. They're a rip-off. They really are. Quick massage. Yeah, you want a $50 special? Your $50 special lasts about 5 minutes. There are some places that are very good. You get these steam baths, a whirlpool bath, and then a real good massage. They dunk you in this freezing cold water and back out again. Another massage. You have a shower to end up. It takes about 2 hours. They're very, very good. So these Japanese massage and Bangkok massage, international massage. We've even got a London massage. They're all one thing and one thing only. Magic fingers job. A big pot of Vaseline and very little skill.
Hey, sunshine.
Sunshine. Hey, you're doing what we say. Okay. I'd much rather ask you to come to the station than make you come to the station. We've got to get your story. We've got to get the girl's story. We've got to get the fellow in the vest. We've got to get his story, and then we're going to get all the stories and get the whole thing sorted out.
When he comes down, this is about as stupid as a dog fight. Okay.
It's midnight. The man helping the police says he was watching television with some friends in the notorious Happy Guest House. He says a girl came into their room and began soliciting. When the girl's father arrived, a fight broke out and somebody called the police.
The thing is, this man
Listen.
is very bad. I tell you.
Yeah, but listen.
If this is his daughter, that bitch every damn night comes down to do the same damn thing with her little body hugging, cotton. He come down, what do you do with my daughter? My daughter, you do what with my daughter? And I said, I did nothing with your daughter. We're watching television. If that's your daughter, take her out of here. She don't live here, take her home. What do you do with my daughter? With an iron fucking bar in his hand? Somebody come at you with an iron bar, what are you going to do? You're going to stand there and say, oh, thank you, sir. No. Now, you're going to take the goddamn thing, aren't you? He tried to hit me with a metal pipe. Impossible. I weigh 200 pounds. He couldn't hit me with a metal pipe. I can take the pipe and make him a necktie. But I don't. I should have done. I didn't do. I should have done.
He was threatening you with an iron bar.
No, well, I don't like to say that because that is with a dangerous weapon. I don't want to make that charge. But he did, in fact. But I don't want to make that charge against him because everyone knows he's a bit cuckoo anyway. I don't know if it's her father or not. But she's always around and available if somebody has some money to spend. We only watch TV. She come in and do her little, if you will excuse me, I'll show you exact. Have the sofa here. My friend and I are sitting here having a drink, beer, and she comes in with her not interest. We tell her, go out. I have a right to watch a TV program if I don't want her. If I want her, I pay her the money and I can do it, right?
That means that she comes to soliciting for immoral purpose.
Absolutely. What do you mean?
Next time, just ring me up. That's okay.
What do you mean, ring you up?
Yeah, I said.
I just wanted her to go away so I can watch my TV program.
Take her bed. That's okay.
Inspector, if I ring you up every time some broad asked me to pay her money to fuck her, if I rang you up every time, you wouldn't get any sleep. I'm telling you.
We like this. It's our job, no?
Yeah, your job, but you wouldn't get any sleep if I rang you every time one girl tried to. I'm telling you. Never mind, you don't want to sleep. Can we go home? We're gonna miss the best part of the movie, man.
You're going to miss the best part of the night.
Inspector Brown and his wife are soon to go on holiday, but before they can leave the colony, there's a serious matter to clear up. Brown knows that for the last 5 weeks he's been under investigation by ICAC, the Independent Commission Against Corruption. They've got his passport.
They've got their job to do, I've got mine. A name is mentioned, they've got to investigate it, and they have their investigative techniques. I'm honest, I've got no need to worry. They can do what they like, they can investigate me, they can bug my phone, they can take my conversations, they can take 1,001 statements from me. I've done nothing.
Radio box?
Today, Brown should learn his fate. He's been summoned to ICAC headquarters on Hong Kong Island. The Commission Against Corruption was set up 4 years ago with a brief to stamp out graft in all walks of life. But the Godber scandal and the revelations of Taffy Hunt have made the police its prime target, much to the policeman's resentment. Since 1974, 260 have been brought to court and 125 convicted. Another 80, mostly officers, are on the run. This is a crucial day for Inspector Brown. He could end up in prison. It's a daunting prospect, for he knows all about the Commission's rigorous methods, its use of anonymous tip-offs, its assumption of guilt. He's already had the dreaded 7 o'clock knock.
When they first knocked on the door, I was angry. This was my initial reaction. I was in bed, it was my leave day, and I'd done an evening shift the night before. There was a knock on the door, my wife answered the door, and then came through to me and said, somebody to see you. I went through. I got a pair of shorts on, that was all. Man asked me who I was. I identified myself. He showed me a warrant card and said, you're under arrest. I said, what for? Oh, he couldn't tell me. It was in connection with allegations that had been made of corrupt activities. What these corrupt activities were at the time, I was not told. I wasn't scared, I was petrified. One hears of cases where people are alleged to do a stitch-up job, where somebody manufactures evidence, where people trade off an amnesty for giving evidence against somebody else. And it's the first thing that you think of. Who's stitching me up now? You start thinking of people you've arrested. Somebody that you arrested might go to ICAC and say, well, look, and during the course of this arrest, this man took $2,000 off me. I don't think this was likely to happen in my case, but it's the thought that goes through your mind. They searched my house, they photographed my house, and then I was taken down to Hutchinson House, ICAC headquarters.
And it's here to Hutchinson House that Inspector Brown returns for the most important interview of his life. We waited for him outside. An hour or so later, he came out.
How'd it go?
That's it, it's all over.
It's all over?
Finished with.
No charges?
Nothing, no mention of them. Just, here's your passport back, that's it, goodbye.
Does that mean there was no case to answer?
I don't know about what they're going to do with the case, but as far as I'm concerned, nothing else.
So they've actually said, forget about it?
Yeah, no longer under investigation. That's it, I'm finished with them.
How do you feel?
Great. Really good.
What do you do now? Back to work?
No, back for a beer.
At midday today, in the middle of a crowded marketplace, 4 armed men robbed 2 security guards. They escaped with more than $500,000 in cash.
Okay, let's go.